Hey guys, Rob here. And tonight I thought we'd come out here. This will be the first time I've ever filmed out here in the new workshop, which is where I plan to do most of my filming and when I'm not shooting. But thought we'd do a little gun maintenance tonight. As you can see, I've been carrying the Ruger LCP. I carry this every day. It's the first thing I put in my pocket each morning and the last thing I take out each evening. And you can tell it's becoming well worn. The holster's starting to get some wear spots on it. This is the little modification I made to the factory holster. It's pretty dirty back there, but haven't cleaned the gun in a while, and I thought we'd do a video of the disassembly and cleaning of the LCP2. This one is the 22 long rifle version. Adjust you down here a little bit. Like I said, we'll just be taking it apart. Now this gun is hot because I do carry it every day, so I'm gonna set it aside here, set the magazine out, remove the round from the chamber. We will inspect it to make sure that it is completely empty and safe. There, chamber is safe, no magazine in it, and so now we can continue to disassemble the gun. And the LCP2, in order to disassemble it, you'll some people can use a fingernail, but I'm not that. My fingernails are not that tough, so you pop that little pin out right there. I just used a little screwdriver there to pop the pin out and pull that out. And since this is a hammer fired gun, you do not have to. Oh, it's look at that inside. Now guys, that is a dirty gun. Yeah, that's quite a bit of carry time right there, and I haven't cleaned it in a while. So guys, I mean, you should always perform maintenance on your guns. Maybe let this one go a little too long. But anyway, you remove your recoil spring and your guide rod. They come out like that, and then to remove your barrel, you simply it's a little trickier to get out. So anyway, barrel comes out like that, and you can see, yeah, it's dirty. Gun is definitely dirty. Uh, like I showed you. I hope that's not rust. I think that's just copper colored. I think that's just the color of the fire pin. I don't think that's rust. Although that could be rust. If your guys is a copper colored, let me know. If they're all that color or mine's rusted. So anyway, and then you can see down inside the gun, it is extremely dirty. There's lint down around the hammer. I'm gonna pull the, oh, it's got the magazine disconnect. So there's the hammer, and you can see the pocket lint that's gathered up around the hammer. So yeah, the little gun was due for a cleaning. And guys, if you carry a gun in your pocket, you know, this is what's going to happen. So we're gonna do a little cleaning on this gun, and I brought out my cleaning stuff. And typically, what I use to clean guns with is I have a toothbrush here, and you put a rag down here because I don't want to get stuff all over my. This is actually a deer hide that I kind of laid down there as a kind of a backdrop, but let's not ruin it. So let's put down a sacrificial cloth there that we don't care to get dirty. And I always use, I've used this my entire life, Hoppy's number 9. And then for oil, I use rim oil. So that's what I use to clean with. I know there's better stuff out there probably, but I don't think I brought my, that will go through there. I don't think I brought a 22 bore brush with me. Where I've moved, I still haven't found all of my gun cleaning supplies that I have, so some of my supplies are not here, and I do not have a 22 caliber brush out here. So we'll forego cleaning the bore for now. Let me look through it here and see. The bore's not extremely dirty. I don't know if you can see down through there, but the bore's not extremely dirty. So there's a little bit of fuzz there on the end, but I think we can forego cleaning the bore this time till I find the rest of my gun cleaning stuff. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Hoppies here, and I need to get another drip bottle. When my nephew was in, we were cleaning a couple guns, and we knocked it over, and I think we spilled part of it. So anyway, so I always like to take my toothbrush and clean the rails, clean around the hammer, just give it a good cleaning. I think that hammer is pretty hard to cock back, if I ain't mistaken. I think I had trouble with that once before. And there's a little hack I done for the gun when I got it. I painted the back of the hammer white, and that way I could look in from the back of the gun and see that the gun was cocked. Let's see if I can do this. I could have left that back, but I wanted to get under it with the brush and clean under it. So when the gun is in the cocked position, you can look in the back of the gun, you can see that white paint. So that's just a little sign, indicator there that you can, but that's just a little thing I done. I painted the front sight too, so I like to take a brush and wipe everything down, and then I take a microfiber cloth or a cotton cloth, whatever you have, and just clean up all the excess. I do have some little picks here that I use to get into any spots like that. Usually take my little cloth there and try to work its way down in there, get down into all the hard to reach places. I usually have some Q-tips, but like I said, guys, this is my first video shooting out here in the new shop, so I don't have everything I would have out here, and this is where I'm going to do my gun maintenance at, is out here in this shop. So once I get everything, you know, I'll have all that stuff out here once I can find it. A lot of it is still packed, and I haven't unpacked it yet because we're still in the process of doing baseboards, and there's just a lot of projects going on yet. And so there that is. That's fairly clean. That looks a lot better than it did. So we'll clean in around our safety lever. That's a place where you can get pocket fuzz and lint. So get that cleaned. All that looks good. So that's got the frame clean. Let's put a little bit here on the barrel. Just get us a little more solvent. And give that a wipe and a clean. Yep, so that's got that. And then I'm just going to give our guide rod a wipe down. Reinsert our spring. And then let's take our slide here. And let's do a little work right here. This is a little hairy right there. Yeah, I definitely need to get some more hoppies. I am out. So, want to get my brush down in here good. Get all that lint. When I get my air compressor out here, I'll be able to blow some of that stuff out of there too. But it's in the house as well because I'm using my brad nailer to put down the baseboard where I'm doing flooring. And I still have some baseboard to put down, so once I get my air compressor out here, I'll be able to blow some of that out. Actually, it looks like there might be a little rust forming right there in the where the sights are. Right in this area. Looks like there could be a little bit of rust forming. It's a carry gun, and it stays in my pocket, and I do sweat a lot, so it's probably going to have some rust on it at some point. You know, we're coming into winter, so maybe it won't be as bad, but you know, at some point it's probably going to get some rust somewhere. But that's all right, as long as it functions. The rust is insignificant, as long as it doesn't rust somewhere that causes it not to function as it should. So, should have brought some Q-tips out. I'm sure the wife's found them by now. They're probably in the bathroom, but I just didn't go in there and get any. So we'll do it this way for now. Yeah, I think that firing pin's just a brass color. I think that's just the color of it. Let's clean this breech face good. Make sure to get under that extractor. Get that good and clean. Make sure there's nothing in there or under our extractor. Oh, just about to turn over and spill what hoppies I had left. So this is kind of the maintenance I do on my guns. I typically do a little better than this. I would normally clean the bore. That's a given. I mean, you don't clean your gun without cleaning the bore, but I have to find a bore brush. I've been trying to find a bore snake that's specifically for a .22 pistol, and so anyway, that's looking better right there. I think that looks a lot better than it did. I think we got it fairly clean. Alright. Now, to reassemble. Typically when I reassemble, I take a little bit of rim oil, just a drop, and I typically just take my finger and just rub it over the barrel, and then reinsert that into the slide, and then take your guide rod, reinsert that into its slot there, And what I like to do is I take one drop and put it on this rail and one drop on this side. And then I usually take one drop up front and one drop up front. And then I usually use a little drop right around the hammer and a drop right there. Now that's as much as it gets. So to reassemble it, you push it back until you can see through there. And the best way to do these, I've found, is put your pin in at an angle like this. Kind of push back just a little bit. Put your pin at an angle and push down. And your pin will pop right back in. And then, of course, it's got the magazine disconnect, so I can't test the, I can't dry fire it because it's got the magazine out. But anyway, and then I would take just a drop of oil, maybe a drop here, maybe a drop here, and just basically kind of take my hand and just rub it in. Just kind of coat the gun with a light coating of oil. And then I usually take my microfiber and just remove the excess. And that's got the LCP ready for another month or two of carry. Probably every month you should do this anyway, because, you know, carrying them in your pocket is probably one of the most, probably a dirty way to carry your gun. But anyway, guys, that's a look at my cleaning process for the Ruger LCP2 22. If you have one of these, and let me know what you think about it. And if you carry it every day, let me know how it's doing for you. Give me a thumbs up, like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you guys on the next video.